Alright, now, by now, we've all seen the trailer. And by the time this video goes up, either later today or tomorrow, there's probably going to be a bunch of talk and a bunch of videos trying to explain what the whole Rick thing was at the end of the trailer. The whole old man Rick scenario. Now, I'm here to elaborate and let you know what's going on. I'm going to explain the old man Rick thing, what's happening, and then I have a theory as to 3, possibly 4 places that this scene could fit into the season. Okay, so let's get started. So, Walking Dead trailer comes out, we all watch it, it's fucking awesome. We get to the end and we get old man Rick waking up from what, you know, was supposed to mirror the first scene of the first episode. You know, like, well, not the first scene, but it's supposed to mirror him waking up from the coma in the hospital. But that's not what's happening. Now, what's happening here is this is old man Rick from the comics. Now, after All Out War ends and there's a time skip, in the comics it's about a 2-year time skip, and it starts the this new story arc called A New Beginning and stuff, where all the Saviors and the Kingdom and Oceanside and, you know, Alexandria and everybody, they all work together now and stuff. You have Rick is still the leader of Alexandria, you know, Michonne is gone. I'm not sure who's leading the Kingdom at this point. I don't remember since so long since I read all the first part of this arc. And then you have Dwight is the leader of the Saviors at this point, and you know, then you have Oceanside that they don't really show much, and Oceanside is completely different in the comics than it is in the fucking show. But yeah, so looks like we're gonna get that. This season is going to have that scene in it. We're going to get to the end of All Out War this season. Now, a lot of people are saying, a lot of the sentiment seem to be like All Out War is just going to happen in the first part of the season. Now, that could be true, and one reason people could think this is because usually in these trailers, like the Comic-Con trailer is usually mostly scenes from the first half of that season, and then the next trailer we get around, you know, like December, January, whatever, before the second half starts, we get scenes from that half of the season. And the thing with Rick being old has made a lot of people think that, oh man, we might be getting this at the end of, you know, we might be getting All Out War in one half season. Personally, I don't think that's what's going to happen. Personally, I think what's going to happen is, and what I hope happens, and I'm not saying this, I'm not saying this is what's going to happen. I'm saying this is what I personally hope happens, and I think this would be the smartest thing to happen to extend this so they don't blow through all of All Out War like this. I need to stop before I start a video by snapping. If you haven't seen any of my other videos, you'd understand. Okay, so what I hope is happening here is that we get the first half of All Out War in the first half of the season, and then the second half of the All Out War storyline in the second half, right? And now this leads me to I have a couple theories about where the placement of this particular scene will happen. Okay, so the first place it could happen, and this seems to be a lot of people think this, but we'll see. The scene is actually the first scene of the season. We see Rick waking up, and then Rick tells somebody, tells somebody, explains the whole what happened with Negan and the war. As to what happened during the war. He explains it in all of season 8, or all of the, you know, all of season 8, or all of the, you know, whatever half All Out War takes place in, or the whole season is one giant flashback. that's cool and stuff. Now, I don't think it's him waking up and explaining the whole story of The Walking Dead. And the reason I say this is because if you look at the name of the show, the title card is no longer Decayed. It's back regular. And it's only like that whenever they go to the scene of Old Rick. So, new beginning means new title card. Right? So, we're gonna get it whenever this has. So this signifies the end of this journey. So we get a whole new title card. It's not decaying anymore, right? And it doesn't make sense for a lot of other things if he was to recap the whole thing, and that's not what's happening now. So first theory placement is at the beginning of the season. The rest of the season is one giant flashback through the war. Or, you know, first half of the war. My second theory is that it happens in episode 15. At the end of that episode, everything is going normal like it normally does from episode 1 to episode 15. At the end of 15 we get that, and then episode 16 is the setup for, you know, the new beginning storyline. You know, everything happens in episode 15, so episode 16 would just be the setup for the new beginning and stuff, right? So we get a whole episode of that, you know, meeting characters that we could possibly meet that season, maybe even Magna and them, which I hope, because I really want Magna and them to do a lot more in the comics. Maybe we'll meet Magna and stuff, but, you know, like, that's the second place. And in the third place, and which this is the most likely, this is where I think it's going to happen, but I could be wrong, but this is just my opinion. Doesn't have to be yours. My opinion is that it takes place it's the final scene of season 8, or it leads into the final. Like it'll be the last scene of season 8. Like I think this scene is going to happen. Either it's going to happen with him waking up and, you know, everybody looks older, and then it just goes off and we wait for next season 9 to start a new beginning, and then we or it happens in like the middle of an episode, and, you know, now we have the rest of the episode to set up the new beginning and stuff. But yes, this is not, people, it's not Rick in a coma. He's not waking up from the coma from the beginning of the show. That's fucking stupid. Why? This is, if you know anything about the comics at all, you know, and apparently I'm one of the few people that notice this, that this is the beginning. That scene is the new beginning arc. From the new beginning arc, well, it starts the new beginning arc. He's old man Rick now. He has the cane because, you know, he gets his fucking leg broke by Negan, and now he has to walk with a cane during the final fight between him and Negan at the end of the war, right before he fucking stabs Negan in the throat, I think. But, yeah, so he's not in the fucking coma from the beginning of the show. Go ahead and let's take that out. Okay? Not happening. Alright? Now, this video is just one of a ton that I got coming about everything that happens in this show that I noticed from the trailer. Including things like, why the fuck are Jesus and Morgan fighting? What else was this? Why Jesus and Morgan are fighting. One is, I don't know, I have like 5. They're all written down over here, and I got like stuff. But yes, these are my 3 theory placements, and for where I think the placement of this scene is going to go. I'm not saying I'm right, I'm just saying this is what I think. Form your own opinion, and let me know down below what you think about it. And, oh yeah, and I'm going to do a video explaining what I think they should do with the new beginning. Well, how I think the new beginning should play out and stuff in the show and stuff. But, yeah. So, yeah. This is just my theory, and I'm explaining the old man Rick scenario. Okay? So, do I think they're gonna have a. I don't know if the time. Okay, in my video for the new beginning and what season and all that, I'm gonna do what the length of the time skip should be and stuff. But yeah, anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that bell so you know when I upload all these other fucking videos and stuff. And as always, motherfucker, never forget.
I hate you, I don't even know you, and I hate your guts. I hope all the bad things in life happen to you and nobody else but you.